In a deeply somber development within one of Hollywood's prominent families, the younger son of acclaimed filmmaker and actor Rob Reiner appeared in court for the first time facing grave charges related to the deaths of his parents. The hearing marked a poignant moment in what has been described as one of the most heartbreaking and shocking cases involving a celebrity family in recent memory. The defendant, aged 32, stood before the judge in a Los Angeles County courtroom, dressed in protective attire that included a blue vest, along with eyeglasses and a beard that gave him a somewhat disheveled appearance. His demeanor was notably calm as he responded to the judge's inquiries, speaking clearly and concisely when confirming his agreement to postpone the formal arraignment process. This initial appearance came just days after his arrest, underscoring the rapid pace at which the legal proceedings were unfolding following the discovery of the tragedy. The charges stem from an incident that occurred in the early hours of a Sunday morning at the family's luxurious residence in an upscale neighborhood known for its privacy and affluence. Authorities allege that the son fatally stabbed both his father, a legendary figure in the entertainment industry renowned for directing classics and his outspoken activism, who was 78 years old, and his mother, a talented photographer and producer aged 70. The couple's bodies were not found until later that afternoon, prompting an immediate investigation that led to the son's apprehension that same evening. The arrest took place without any resistance in an area near a downtown park, close to a major university campus, highlighting the stark contrast between the opulent family home and the location where the suspect was located. Reports indicate that the son had been residing in a separate guest house on the parents' property, a common arrangement in large estates that allows for independence while maintaining close family ties. This living situation has added layers of complexity to understanding the dynamics that may have contributed to the events. Throughout his public life, the son has been open about personal challenges, particularly a prolonged battle with substance abuse that spans several years. This aspect of his background has inevitably become part of the broader narrative surrounding the case, as legal experts and observers speculate on how it might influence defenses or prosecutorial strategies. Mental health and addiction issues often play significant roles in high-profile criminal matters, prompting discussions about support systems, intervention opportunities, and the pressures faced by individuals growing up in the shadow of famous parents. In the courtroom, the proceedings were brief and procedural, with no plea entered and the arraignment continued to a date several weeks later. This delay, though not uncommon in complex cases, allows time for both sides to prepare thoroughly. The defense attorney, speaking to members of the media assembled outside the courthouse, emphasized the profound tragedy that has struck the family, describing it as devastating and noting the intricate issues at play that require careful examination. He stressed that the day's events were purely administrative, with no substantive advancements made during the short session. The potential consequences if the charges are proven are severe, including the possibility of life imprisonment without parole or even capital punishment for the 2 counts of first-degree murder. However, the decision on whether to pursue the death penalty rests with the district attorney, who has indicated that no final choice has been made yet. California's stance on capital punishment adds another dimension, as executions have been halted for years due to a moratorium, reflecting broader debates on justice, rehabilitation, and punishment in the state. This case has reverberated through Hollywood and beyond, evoking memories of other familial tragedies in the public eye. Rob Reiner's legacy as a director of iconic films, his contributions to television, and his vocal political engagement have made his loss particularly felt among colleagues, fans, and activists. Similarly, his wife's work behind the scenes in photography and production contributed quietly but significantly to the arts. The couple's marriage and family life were often portrayed as stable and supportive, making the allegations all the more jarring. As the legal process moves forward, questions abound about motive, evidence, and the underlying factors that led to such a catastrophic outcome. Investigators have pieced together timelines based on forensic findings, witness statements if any, and the son's actions post-incident. The flight from the scene and subsequent arrest paint a picture of confusion and despair, but details remain closely guarded to preserve the integrity of the trial. Public reaction has been one of shock mixed with sympathy for the extended family members left to grieve privately amid intense scrutiny. Friends and industry peers have expressed condolences, highlighting the Reiners' generosity and impact on countless lives. The case also spotlights broader societal issues, such as the stigma around addiction, access to mental health resources for those in privileged positions, and the hidden struggles that can exist even in seemingly successful families. Looking ahead, the continued arraignment will likely bring more clarity on the defense's approach, potential pleas, and preliminary arguments. Experts anticipate motions regarding evidence admissibility, psychological evaluations, and possibly explorations into diminished capacity due to substance influence. The prosecution, meanwhile, will aim to establish premeditation to support the first-degree charges. This tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of human behavior under strain. It underscores the importance of open conversations about mental health, early intervention in addiction cases, and the support networks that can prevent escalation to irreversible actions. As the court dates approach, the focus will remain on seeking justice while honoring the memories of two individuals who enriched the cultural landscape. The ripple effects extend to the son's future, regardless of outcome. Rehabilitation possibilities, public perception, and personal redemption all hang in the balance. For now, the family navigates an unimaginable loss under the glare of media attention, hoping for resolution and healing in time.